The Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game has over 10,000 unique cards for players to collect, trade, and construct their own personal decks. But what would happen if players only had access to the bare minimum? In this series, both TheRJB0 and myself will each open a very select amount of sealed product. Once we open that product, we must build a deck using only those specific cards pulled, that's it. And at the end of each episode, we discard the entirety of our pulls to the graveyard and start from scratch with a new product. Every card counts. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Showdown. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOOO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content. Ladies and gentlemen, episodes like this do not come along very often, but for today, there is a very special treat for you all in Legendary Collection for Joey's World for Sealed Showdown. If you are not aware of what cards are contained within this set, buckle up, because this is going to be one of the craziest episodes we've ever filmed. Just think about Legendary Collection 3 Yugi's World and take it up to about 11 because we're on that caliber of cards. Now, to be fair, there are also a lot of really crappy cards in here as well. So this episode has the possibility to go awry very quickly, but I'm going to flip up this first pack and we're going to hope that that is not the case. 24 packs of Joey's World. Let's see what we get in the first pack. And what else is there to say? MST, Heavy Storm, Mirror Wall. I mean, this just, like, the monsters kind of suck, don't get me wrong. But, like, in terms of the spell and traps already in pack 1, we already have, like, 3 of the 40 cards we're playing in our deck. Scapegoat is an exceptionally good card in sealed. Harpy Lady 1 isn't terrible if we can assemble multiple copies, because then we actually have like a bit of like a win strategy. Ryoku is actually not terrible either because we are in sealed, so I am going to consider playing that. I also shouldn't discount Beast of Talwar. It's just like a 2400 tribute summon, which like in a simplified-ish format, depending on the way the rest of our pulls look, that's not terrible.
What did I tell you, folks? The 10 episodes are my episodes. Finally, good pulls, good draws, and not playing directly into a deck out strategy have landed me a win. And the packs just keep getting better. We're opening Legendary Collection for Joey's World. This contains an almost perfect 50-50 of spectacular cards and absolute garbage. And I hope we get that beautiful blend of the two. Let's see what we got. All right, pack number... Whoa, not a terrible one to start with. Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon, one of my favorite cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! History. I actually have a set of these exact secrets not far from my desk as we speak. Lord Poison and Blowback Dragon are also kind of sleeper picks for pretty good ones. I don't know what other plants we have to work with, but Lord Poison can resurrect any of them. Also, look at all these old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Wolf. It's just a wolf. We've got Red Eye's Zombie Dragon, Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon, Blowback Dragon, and Wolf.
Harpy Dancer is our ultra rare. That can go paired well very nicely with our Harpy Lady number 1, assuming we get enough of them to sort of build a strategy around it. Silent Doom is a monster reborn for normal. Speaking of normal, we have like Kabazals and the like. There's going to be a decent amount of normals we're going to be pulling in here, and some of them aren't too bad. Oh my god. Not only did we pull Raigeki, we pulled what is maybe single-handedly the craziest fucking card in this set at common in 6th Sense. This card should have never been printed. This card was basically emergency banned on release. That's how crazy this is. And we're going to be playing it in sealed. Just get ready.
Pack number 2 will give us the second Red MD. I'm not sure what we do with that, but again, I don't think it can be bad. Cybertech Alligator is also like kind of Summon Skull, which is not terrible. Lesser Fiend is also cool if we see Recruiters, but we haven't yet. I'll be looking out for targets for Fossil Excavation as well. Harpies are also in here. Interesting. Next pack, Compulsory Evacuation Device. Don't mind if I do. And oh boy, it's back. Fairy Box has returned to Sealed Showdown. Oh, this is going to be fun. And by fun, I mean terrible. Black Tyranno is also kind of funny because it is a target for fossil excavation. Next pack, Sabersaurus. That's a dinosaur. Oh, and a Call of the Haunted. Just original Call of the Haunted.
Book of Moon, Harpy Queen as well. We're slowly getting the makings of like a Harpy strategy. Axe Raider's just like a nice beater too. So like, I'm not going to complain there. The more I'm seeing these, the more I want to actually see as many Harpies as possible now, just because that may be like the go-to strategy the way our polls are leaning. But I won't complain about a Sabersaurus just because it is a 1900 beat stick. Pyramid Turtle's good if we actually have something to summon off of it, and technically we do because we have Red Eye Zombie Dragon as a matter of fact, so definitely want to consider that as like a small little engine there. And Giant Trunade, spells and traps are not going to be online this episode.
Also, Needle Wall, we're just bringing back all the sealed Showdown specials. I already love this episode. Sword Hunter's also sick, just as a playground Yu-Gi-Oh staple. Sword Hunter was like the level 7 to summon because he just kept getting more powerful. Very fun. Not a bad pack either. Bottomless Trap Hole and Monster Reborn. I will take some of the best staples in the set, thank you. Cave Dragon is also pretty sick because it is a target for Red Med. If I can get that third Red Med, we have a real dragon deck potentially on our hands. Also, Dark Dust Spirit's kind of cool.
Call of the Haunted coming in at Super, so happy to see that. We got some generic monster removal. Destroyer Saurus may not be super relevant, but it is an 1800 at the end of the day. Another Harpy Queen. I don't think we've seen Hunting Ground yet, but honestly, I don't really care because like these are just 1900 beaters, so I'm not going to complain there. Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon is also an insane card if we have like a reasonable way to summon it. Another Kabazals for any sort of normal base deck. Graceful Dice is a battle trick. Ryukoki goes very well with our Pyramid Turtle, so it's probably better than Beast of Talwar in that respect, especially because we just pulled an ultra rare Book of Life, which means we now have a Monster Reborn for the zombie engine as well. It'd be kind of cool to build like a zombie Harpy deck. I'm sort of leaning towards that.
There's a gold Wu Lord of Dark World. Okay, if we get a critical mass of Dark Worlds, I'm definitely going to be playing those, although that feels a little unlikely in 25 packs. Anything is possible, though. I'll also certainly take Dark Geroid and Twin Barrel Dragon, the level 1 Duel Links special. Phoenix Gearfried is another sick card. This is another one that I remember from when I was in high school because this came out in 5Ds, and I bought this structure deck. It is one of the first things I bought when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! This card is so sick. And so terrible, unfortunately. Next pack, Destroyer Saurus searches for, I believe, the field spell for dinosaurs, doesn't it? Yeah, you can add Jurassic World to your hand. Okay, we have dinosaur things going on. Are they any good? Remains to be seen.
Third Harpy Queen. That is crazy. Oh my god, we really just need to keep pulling these Harpy cards. That's nuts. Dark World Lightning would be good, except for the fact that we already have like every good spell and trap removal card under the sun. Cave Dragon is a wind, and we are playing sealed, so we could afford to even take a turn off to play something like that. Drop Off is not a terrible card either, and Sasuke Samurai is a wind. That's pretty good for Harpy Lady 1, and it hits through defenders. A second Raigeki. Let's fucking go. And not to mention Harpy Lady number 1, and not to mention Jinzo as well. This is such a cracked opening, and there's still like so many other ridiculous cards we could pull, and we're not even halfway through. A second copy of Book of Life. I really got to look into the zombie package now just because of that. And Fossil Excavation is Call of the Haunted for dinosaurs at the cost of discarding a card. There are a few dinosaur cards in here, and honestly, if we're playing a small dinosaur package anyway, that's not a terrible consideration. Patrician of Darkness is also a zombie we can summon off of both Life as well as Pyramid Turtle, so the advantage here, we've seen this card in Sealed Showdown actually wreak havoc, so I will actually consider this.
Next pack, Brow and Brawn. Fascinating Dark World cards there. Metal Reflect Slime is going to be a little bit weird because I'm not sure what we have in the way of out cards to out it. Malevolent Catastrophe might, though, as long as Metal Reflect Slime is still treated as a trap card. Also, Anthrosaurus. Look at the face on this dude. Just take a second to admire. This dude talks in a New Jersey accent and says boss a lot, doesn't he? Oh my god, he also has the Joey text. This is the set that just keeps on giving. Trap Jammer is an interesting one. I'm not sure what our battle trap lineup looks like. Copycat is very good though. Okay, this pack is just full of bangers. Summon Skull, also sick. Also, another Red Eyes Black Dragon. maybe we toss in a Red Eyes strategy as well.
TheRJB0, the Metal Raiders All-Star, is back once again, although I'm not sure how good it is this time around. It's still 2200, so it's probably good enough. Hell Poemer is very funny. Another Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon's nice, but we don't have a solid enough foundation of dragon types, I think, to really support this yet. We still have like half the opening to go. There's Harpy's Hunting Ground. I'm pretty sure that's in this set, and that's our first copy. So now we can actually search something with our 3 queens, and this is actually spell and trap removal as well, and it boosts our monsters. So I'm happy to see that. Pot of Avarice is also a sick pull as well. Also, Little Wingguard is a wind monster, which means it will receive the buff from our Harpy Lady #1. So like there is a decent wind basis for a foundation of a strategy here.
Dark World Lightning is just a generally good card. And Paladin of the Cursed Dragon is a 1900, so we'll take it. All right, next one, another brow. Okay, we're up to 2 brows, a brawn, a beige, and a gold. Keeping track of that Dark World count. Amazoness Paladin is also kind of cute. She's just an 1800, as is Regenerating Mummy. But Regenerating Mummy is weak to Paladin of Cursed Dragon, so we want to look out for that. Also, I think that's my second Gravekeeper Stell. I don't know if Gravekeepers are as good in this pack as they are in Yuki's world, but they are here. I'll take a Raigeki. I will for sure take a Raigeki. I'll also take a Pyramid Turtle. That can get us into this Patrician of Darkness here, which is a very strong card in limited Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. All right. We're cooking. We are cooking. About halfway through, we've seen some very, very solid staples, things I certainly can't complain about, but I would like to see one of our 3-ish strategies that we're beginning to cook really pay off. The zombies, the dragons, or the Dark World.
Torrential Tribute. Oh my god, let's go. Keep bringing these powerful cards. Speaking of powerful cards, Paladin of Cursed Dragon is a fantastic zombie monster, which I will happily take. And Injection Fairy Lily is just a way to get over gigantic cards, so we will take it. A second copy of Torrential and the 3rd Harpy Lady #1 and a Newdoria as well. Time Wizard's here for memes. I think we have enough good removal that we don't have to resort to Time Wizard, but our deck is going to be insane at this rate. We have, what, 2/3 of the way through, so 8 packs left. Let's just keep hoping we get more Harpy cards.
There's some Dark Worlds. Okay, that's getting us there. Also, Harpy's Hunting Ground is kind of cool. I would like to see a few copies of this before we really start to be excited about it. Beast of Tall War, another sealed Showdown special. Another compulsory evacuation device, Call of the Haunted, and reinforcement of the army, and premature burial. Our resurrection is so strong. We just got to start getting guys into the graveyard, and we're just going to start winning the game. There's another gold. Okay, we are getting there as far as Dark Worlds go. Another Lesser Fiend is not bad either. Magical Arm Shield is also kind of a cute tech. All right, what do we got? We got Pot of Greed. I will take Pot of Greed, and hello again, Fairy Box. That's also our 3rd Gravekeeper Stell, but we haven't really seen any Gravekeeper monsters to speak of.
Well, I should have been more specific because I think I have a playset of this already. I would have liked to see Channel. We have Channeler, I think, that we have yet to pull. I think we pulled 1 Dancer, but that's another Book of Life. So again, the zombie strategy is online. Another Sabersaurus as well. Blast Sphere is fantastic because it's like kind of removal. And I think at this point, I think we pulled a Harpy's Pet Dragon as well. Although I don't think there's any like rank 7. So if we would just be playing Harpy's Pet Dragon for like the memes at that point, but we need Channeler if we even want to consider that. Harpy Lady #2 is not terrible, but it's not great either. I think there are better cards that we could play, but if we're already playing the strategy, we might just resort to it regardless. Another Pot of Avarice is nice though, and another Paladin of Cursed Dragon to support the zombies.
The DM staples just keep on coming, folks. This is a Gateway to Dark World. Gateway to Dark World is a card I've been hoping for out of this set. I suppose we have enough Resurrection that it doesn't really matter, but it's a quick play monster reborn for Dark World specifically, which is very, very strong, and I will happily take. Also, Silent Doom is a Resurrection for normal monsters, which could be usable. All right, about 1/3 of our cards left. We've been seeing some pretty solid stuff so far. Can we continue to see solid stuff in the close? There's our 3rd Red MD. Let's go. I have no idea what we're doing with that, but it can't be bad. Just one of the best monsters printed in the pre-2012 era. And Nightmare Wheel is also pretty good, as is the 2nd Premature Burial. Our Resurrection is unbelievable. Okay, we can stop with the Red MDs now. I'll take a Harpy Queen, though. She's 19. Kabazools and Book of Life and Jinzo. We will take all of those. A Magical Arm Shield, pretty good as well. Interesting things going on with our zombie pulls. I hope we get a at least another pyramid turtle to work with. Although, who am I kidding? Am I going to run Book of Life with the resurrection I've already pulled? And a solemn judgment to cap off everything. Very lovely. I say cap off, but we've got 4 whole packs to go. That's also our second HHG. I'm not sure what our Harpy lineup looks like, but Harpy's Hunting Ground is a generally very strong card.
Oh my god, a Rhoda, a Pot of Greed. We have an OG Harpy Lady, which, let's be honest, we're probably not going to play because we have better cards than that. These two right here. I don't even know if there's a good warrior monster for us to search with this, but who cares? It's Rhoda, but we got Pot of Greed, baby. That's all that matters. Okay, third copy of Torrential Tribute. We might be getting like into too many Torrential Tributes because we need to still have a board to win the game. But a second Call of the Haunted, I will not complain about. Well, we're probably not playing it, but there is the all-star of Joey's deck, the Red Eyes Black Dragon. It works with the Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon potentially, but this card is a little bit difficult to summon.
Dark Hole, let's go, and a third Hunting Ground. Yeah, Brawn is nothing to shake a stick at either, especially with the resurrection we are capable of. We can just put guys into the graveyard to summon back off of him. There's a gold. Okay, I think we have 2 gold, a Silva, a Giant Trune to go with our double pre-mat. Not bad either. Tyrant Dragon, also sick. A third Call of the Haunted and Harpy's Feather Duster. Oh, the DM staples are on our side, folks. The DM staples are on our side. Yeah, there's also Monster Tamer. All right, folks, last pack of what has just been an unconscionably strong opening. And I will take a Spirit Reaper and a Book of Moon to close it out. What an incredible set of pulls. I'm excited to get to deck building.
All right, you guys, only 3 packs left, and I don't know what I'm looking for at this point. I think we haven't pulled Graceful Charity. I think that's in here, and if I'm mistaken, so be it, but our deck is looking pretty solid, and I can't wait to see what it ends up looking like in the end. 3 packs left. A lot of Dark World stuff here. Dealing, Silva, Gates. It's neat that you could actually build a Dark World deck conceivably, depending on how good your pulls are. Like, maybe we're going into this, and it's going to be like Harpies versus Dark World if RJ's pulls are good enough. Second to last pack. Let's see. There's the Harpy Pet Dragon. Unfortunately, it does not look like we have gotten the Channeler, so this is going to be a little bit hard to summon unless we, like, get it to the graveyard and, like, resurrect it, which isn't impossible, but Pet Dragon's not really that good anyway. So let's see what we get in our last pack. There's several things that could make our deck even better. I'll take a third Raigeki. That's pretty good. All right, not too bad. Not too shabby at all. This is going to be ridiculous. Let's get to building.
It's Jank Dark World time. I am very excited with the 3 gold and 1 silver I've got in my collection. We are going to make Dark World happen. The key will be Brawn, the Mad King of Dark World, an 1800 that goes up to 2100 under the gates of Dark World. And if I successfully land an attack, I can choose to discard a Dark World monster, which I will do in order to get more monsters onto the board. And the rest is obscene DM staples. I think the only 2 cards in this top line that aren't banned in this period of time are Book of Moon and Dark World Lightning. It's a very exciting lineup of cards here. Other than that, we gonna flip coins today and pay 500. Let's get gaming, folks.
I'm sorry, this deck looks fucking unbeatable. This is going to be so much fun to play this episode. I really hope RJ's deck like looks similar to this, because otherwise this may be very one-sided, but let's just get into the card by card. So I never thought I'd be saying this. I'm playing a zombie harpy strategy, and you could kind of see why with the way my pulls went, right? The Dark Worlds weren't like fantastic for me. It just seemed like this is the way my pulls sort of lent me in that direction, so we're going to give it a shot. We're playing a small dinosaur package just because like we needed monsters to fill in the slots, and the dinosaurs are just big. So we're playing 2 Sabersaurus and a Destroyersaurus for no reason other than they're just big. Then we have the Harpies. We have 1 Dancer, triple Lady, and triple Harpy Queen. So Queen can get our 1 copy of Hunting Ground, but she's also 19. Harpy Lady 1 kind of sucks, but she can buff something like Queen to get to 22, and that hits over like larger things. So I think that's quite relevant. With Hunting Ground, it actually goes to 24, and she by herself will go to 18. So I think that's actually quite formidable. And Dancer allows us to like use 1 Harpy to multiple times like trigger Hunting Ground. so that's kind of cool. I'm on double Jinzo. I'm not really sure about this. I have kind of like a lot of tribute monsters for the few monsters that I do have, but Jinzo's just insane, especially when there's like Torrential and Call of the Haunted and stuff. I think he's just a good blowout. Then we're playing the zombies. So we have one Gokuen and one copy of Red Eye Zombie Dragon. These are nice because they're targets off of Pyramid Turtle, but Gokuen can be normal summoned if we draw it, so at the end of the day, it's not that terrible, even though we could take a lot of burn damage if its effect goes off. And then Zombie Dragon is just big, right? I mean, it's just something we can just continuously summon off of Book of Life, which miraculously we pulled 3 of this card. And then we have 2 Paladin of Cursed Dragon just because it's a 1900 and it's a zombie. Newdoria is not a zombie, but it's a nice card for removal because aside from the Raigekis and the Torrentials, we don't really have a ton of like monster removal, so I figured this is pretty good. And that does it for our monsters. The spells, we have Book of Life at 3 and 1 Book of Moon, just because we only pulled 1, otherwise we'd probably play more. A bunch of spell and trap removal in the form of Giant Trunade, Hunting Ground, Heavy Storm, and MST. 1 Pot of Greed for draw power, triple Raigeki, which is going to make our deck insane, and 1 Scapegoat for protection. And then the traps, we have double Call the Haunted, our generic resurrections for monsters. Unfortunately, we didn't get Reborn or Pre-Map, but Call the Haunted will do. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a way to get a monster back. Hysteric Party is Soul Charge, which is why I'm such a high density of Harpies, because at any point in the game, as long as I'm able to pitch a card, I can summon back all of these, and then this is just like a way to KO Robert out of nowhere. Like, this is basically just Return from the Different Dimension for Harpies exactly, so that's insane. Mirror Wall is a nice battle trick, and we can actually keep it up for multiple turns. Sixth Sense is like one of the craziest cards ever printed. I hope we pull it off. And triple Torrential for more removal. The extra deck is irrelevant. The side deck has a bunch of random shit in it that, like, if it comes up, I might board it in, but honestly, I feel pretty good about this main deck. So Blast Sphere is more copies of removal. Fairy Lily can get over big things, but the problem is I think the 2,000 life point cost might be a bit too steep with how much removal is in this set. Patrician of Darkness is another zombie target. Same thing goes for Plague Wolf. This is like kind of like a worse version of Gokuen in all honesty, but I figure it's not worth, it's worth having at least in the side deck. Same thing goes for another copy of Red Eye Zombie Dragon. Sasuke Samurai is good for hitting through defenders in case that's relevant. Kabazals is like the next biggest attacker, I guess, which is why it's in here. Graceful Dice is a battle trick. Avarice in case the games go long. I don't think they will. Riroku as well as Silent Doom and Zombie World are just like more utility cards that, like, if we think they might be relevant, we'll bring them in, but honestly, I'm pretty doubtful. So guys, I cannot wait to see what RJ brought to the table. It's going to be a hell of a match. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. RJ, I know you and I have probably been waiting for this episode in particular for quite some time, and holy crap, this type of Yu-Gi-Oh! Only comes around once in a lifetime, buddy.
Joey's World enables a really interesting variation on a few strategies where they are simultaneously like extremely underpowered to their normal experience, but also extremely overpowered because just like Yugi's World, they just chucked every DM staple into the set.
And for Sealed, that's what makes it fun, right? So I think this is going to be a ridiculous match, and let's just get into it. I'm too excited. Shout out to patron Morgan Arnold. Thank you for the support. This could mean a lot. This die roll could mean a lot. Oh, thank God.
Oh, okay, no.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I am feeling exceptionally good now that we won the die roll. Oh, I see you're not on okay, you're not on the best strat. I see. Okay. I guess you missed that. Best of luck, buddy. I'll draw for a turn.
Best of luck to you. Oh God, you're going to need it.
You didn't pull Magical Scientist? That's weird. We'll do a T set and pass. Go ahead.
All right, draw for turn. Main phase 1. Ooh, what are we going to do with this? I am going to normal summon a Harpy Queen.
Wow, okay. Isn't this like an Ultra?
I genuinely don't know. I opened the packs a week ago.
Okay, it's like a I know it's a holo at the very least, but okay.
Okay, I'm attacking in. What do you got?
It's my new Doria. We'll take her out.
Okay, that makes sense. Main phase 2, I'm going to set a back row, and I'll pass the turn.
I figured you'd lead with like something somewhat large. We'll go main phase 1. Let's bring up Paladin of Cursed Dragon, and let's get in for 19.
That's a pretty sick card. Let's see if I can make that a smaller number.
Ooh, okay. I'm down to play. Sure. Okay. You have to toss the coin, and you have to call it, so go for it, buddy.
All right, let me tell you, Tails never fails. Ooh,
How you feeling about that? How you feeling about that?
You know, we'll work on it.
Sure. Second main, I'll just pass. I'm feeling pretty comfy. You gonna pay for that fairy box?
For turn. Hell yeah, I am.
Okay.
Although I'm gonna get absolutely scientist FTK'd at some point. All right, main phase 1, battle phase. Let's go.
Goblins getting in. I will take 4, and my paladin has been felled.
2 defense. And if I am a lucky person, Goblin attack force will live another turn.
That is true. That is very true. With the fairy box, there is a possibility that can happen. We will go main phase 1, and I think I probably have to try to clear out the goblins as much as yeah, I guess. Okay, we're going to go normal another Paladin of Cursed Dragon.
Oh,
let's, try to get
stacked
in here.
lineup. All right. You know, we got to stay loyal in this household, and I'm loyal to Tails.
You must be loyal
God,
to
why do I
losing
do
then in that
anything
game.
luck-based ever?
Buddy, we have
Just
established
ever.
this is not how you win games. You know this.
This
I don't
is
know
not
why
my
you're tempting
territory,
fate.
evidently.
You paying for
All
fairy
right,
box?
it's really done nothing so far.
But think, it could work next time.
It could. That's true. All right. Yeah, I am.
Okay. I think that's correct
All right.
in all fairness. You still have some life points to spend.
I do. All right, let's start showing off my real strategy a little bit. I'm going to normal summon Brawn, the Mad King of Dark World.
I'm down. Okay.
All right, and having normal summoned Brawn, I am going to fire off a Raigeki.
Fuck. Okay, I figured something like this was in my future. Yeah, sure.
All right, let's go battle phase. Brawn, get in there.
Oh my god, that's annoying. This is what, 18? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. It's not quite as bad as you think. I am going to discard Brow.
Okay, you get to
draw
draw.
a card.
It's fine.
Yeah. Main phase 2, I'll set a back row, and I will pass the turn.
I will draw as soon as Dueling Book allows me to. There we go. We'll go standby main. Is this the time we start doing things?
Fascinating question.
Is this the time that we start doing things? I have to take care of this Brawn. Fairy Box is just like an annoying card now.
True.
I'll heavy.
I will chain compulse targeting my Brawn.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
It was
Gonna
Call
take-
of the Haunted on my end.
Interesting.
Not a card I really wanted to give up, but unfortunately, to do what I want to do, I think I had to. This sort of changes things now that you bounce the Brawn back to your hand. I am just going to run out a Destroyer Saurus and smack you for 18.
1800 direct, respectable.
Yep, and I'll pass the turn. I've always loved the art on this guy
All right.
for some reason.
Draw
I don't
for
know
turn.
why.
He's a pretty sick looking card. The big red stripes on it. It's just sword coming out of its schnoz. Just a hell of a vibe going on
Schnoz.
there. Let's normal summon a Paladin of Cursed Dragon.
Okay, sure. It's fine.
Just 1900s the game.
I'll take 100.
Main phase 2, I will set a back row and pass the turn.
That's a fresh one that you just drew there. Okay, we'll go to main phase 1.
Dinus, are you on a Sabersaurus?
Don't worry
Lost
about what I'm
World
doing,
strategy?
buddy. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Worry about your own cards, okay?
I am worried
Well,
about my cards.
You had one, so I figure it's only fair that I have one. We'll Raigeki.
Boo. Yeah, that's fine.
Book of Life, target my Paladin.
Ew. Okay.
And I will banish... I don't know how many of these, like, act. I guess, like, for what? Am I worried about, like, Reborn or something? Sure. I guess I'll get rid of Goblin Attack Force. Whatever.
Okay.
Normal Malevolent Mech Gokuen.
Uh-oh.
Try to go for
All right.
here.
I really need this to work once.
Oh, my God. You
We're
literally just need
sticking
it
with
once
Tails.
to live. Fuck!
I'll take it. Okay.
19. Okay, let's try for the 24.
Can we get 2 of them? Can we get 2 of them? Tails never fails, I say,
Yes,
having
yes,
failed
yes,
repeatedly today.
Okay. You're 1 for 4.
Okay,
This is like
that's
Snipe Hunter luck.
bad
All right,
news,
I'll
man.
pass. Malevolent Mech will not activate because I do have another zombie on the field.
That is true. Draw for turn. Oh, that is a very concerning draw for me. I cannot allow Fairy Box to stay because I have to pay 800 for pre-mat.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I guess this kind of matters here. Yeah.
I will summon a Brow, the Huntsman of Dark World.
Okay, I know you have a Brawn in your head, whatever the fuck the discard 1800
I
guy
am
is.
going
You
to
sacrifice
tribute it
him.
away for Summoned Skull!
No! You have Summoned Skull! Oh, shit!
Summoned Skull, the biggest guy.
I'll take 100. Oh my god, he's like actually big.
Yeah, he's pretty solid all past the turn.
I have cards that do it. Oh my god, that is not one of them. Oh shit. Am I gonna lose to? You have 100 life points. I have to find a way to
awkwardly,
close
I
this out.
cannot summon Brawn right now because if you draw into a 1900, I lose the game. Oh, never mind. I can use Brawn right now because I just drew into the gates of
good
Dark
thing I put
World.
this to defense. Holy shit. Okay.
Battle
sure.
phase, attacking with Brawn.
This is
attack directly
this
with
is
Summoned
crazy.
Skull
Oh my
for
God.
2800. Pass the turn.
Okay. I need to ask
Man
because
just
this
draws,
actually
like,
matters if I
Harpy's
win or
feathers,
lose the
Esther.
game right now.
Okay.
Are we at the point in Yu-Gi-Oh where field spells destroy other field spells?
I believe that is Duelist Alliance. So
That's the card drawing rule. I don't know if that's the field spell rule.
I'm pretty sure it's the field. I'm pretty sure that's all Master Rule 3. Unfortunately for me, the rule changed July 14th, 2014, which is after this set was released.
I promise I'm not sandbagging. I forgot that there's an effect here. Hunting Ground. I could pop it anyway.
No!
Normal summon Harpy Queen.
Well, things get real hairy when you miss, 3 out of 4 fairy box flips. I shouldn't.
Maybe you shouldn't rely on a card with RNG when you know your RNG
My
is always
RNG
bad,
is the worst on earth. I also lost tempo pretty early, so I'm hoping I can reclaim that
That's
this
fair.
game. I will draw for turn. Main phase 1. Let's normal summon out a Saber-Saurus.
Okay, he's
And
big.
then set and pass.
I will draw. Let's go stand by main. I will normal summon a Paladin of Cursed Dragon.
Pretty big.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything here?
Nothing in response.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and set 2 cards face down and pass the turn.
What could he mean by this? Draw for turn. I mean, that's about the funniest draw I could have gotten. Harpy's Feather Duster.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm so glad that I did this the way I did. Okay, Scape.
Woo! Pretty solid. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's something, right?
Yeah.
The other card you hit was Mirror Wall, so now you know what I was up to.
Let's go ahead and normal summon a Harpy Queen.
Sure.
Let's go battle phase. I'll attack into your Paladin with Saber-Saurus.
Trade, unless you have something?
Yeah, it's a trade. And I'll clear a goat.
Yep. Sure.
Main phase 2, pass it back to you.
Oh, that's a card. Okay. Stand by main. I've got a weird play I can do. I'm gonna get a little risky here. I'm gonna run out Gokuen.
Fascinating. So my man got Zombie
Anything?
World in hand. That summon is fine.
Let's try for it.
Okay. I will take 5.
Okay. Second main, I'm going to set 2 cards face down. And then end phase, Gokuen will trigger, and I'll take 24.
Fascinating.
He's just big exile
He
force,
is.
baby.
He is
That's all
just
he is.
exiled force with potentially 500 damage.
And I will pass the turn when I remember to do
All
it.
right,
Go
draw
ahead.
for turn. Show me the thing. That's not quite the thing. Yeah, let's normal summon out Baron.
Sure.
Battle phase. Swing into a token.
It's fine.
Main phase 2. Set a back row. Pass turn.
All right. Let's try the thing.
Oh my god.
Anything?
What do I do if you, like, what does it do for you if you call wrong? What does it do for you if you call right? Gambling has not worked with me so far, but I'm going to say go ahead. Let's see Sixth Sense results.
You have a very interesting philosophy on this card where you think 3-4 is the optimal pick. That is 100% the incorrect choice. So I'm going to call 5-6. So roll the die, and I'm going to prove you wrong.
in your deck where milling does basically jack all, I guess you got to go for the 5-6. All right. Let's roll that die. Show me a 1. I'll take a 4.
I guess I should have gone for 3-4.
Yeah, you should have. See?
maybe that was correct. Maybe that was
Woo!
correct. Okay. All right, I
I
need
love
those
to
cards.
see every single one of those hit the grave. Enjoy your turn, buddy.
We'll draw. Okay. We're going to activate Book of Life, targeting the Goku-en.
Nah.
I guess I also have to banish your... well, I guess it's not even going to happen anyway. Okay, sure. That's fine. Pay your life points.
I have done so.
All right, let's get Goku.
Oh, well, you know.
We'll go battle.
Yeah.
We'll hit it.
I'll take...
Oh, this is a continuous.
600.
This stays
yes,
on the...
it is.
You'll take 6. Yep, I'll pass.
All right, draw for turn. That's so funny that is my draw right now. God, Goku.
You can also sort of see now I don't care that much about Sixth Sense.
Yeah, for sure. I have a move that kind of blows a lot of my later game power in favor of the expectation of power sooner. None of the moves I have available to me is particularly strong.
Happy to hear that.
I think I have to... yeah, I think I have to hold on to what I currently have in hand. I'm going to go Monster Reborn, targeting my Harpy Queen. Not that. And then I am going to go to battle here and clear a token.
That's fine.
And then pass the turn.
Conservative little move on your part there. I'll just try to take out Goku-en. Or Harpy Queen.
Yeah, that works fine.
And then second main, I guess I'll just set one and throw it back.
Okay. Draw for turn. Let's run out a paladin and attempt to clear your last token.
Last token down.
And pass the turn there.
I'll draw. Stand by main. Let's try for battle.
Yep. I will take 5.
All right, and I'll try to win the game. Hysteric Party.
Woo! Pretty solid. What all are we targeting here? I guess it says it hits everything.
Every
right?
Harpy lady I have, which is 3.
That's a large number of them. Unfortunately, because you discarded that Harpy Queen, there is nothing that I can resurrect that will save me. That was rough. That was really, really rough.
Woo! It worked. It worked. I even had this Raigeki too, just in case. So I'm like, damn, I'm set. I just got to wait until I have my opening. But damn, the Hysteric Party coming in clutch, milling the 2 Harpies off the fucking
Yeah, that
Sixth
actually
that
turned out
Holy
killer
crap.
for you, for sure.
Yeah, it could have been any other 2 cards too, but the fact that it was those 2 especially, man, that was crazy. Game 3?
Let's go game 3. Well, I didn't really get to see what my deck does. Goku-en is very strong when I see jack all. I guess I guess I should have been prepared for that. Let's... oh, sure.
I'll make you feel better. It's a 1 of.
Oh, excellent. I'll draw for turn. Well, main phase 1, it has worked for me I say it has worked for me. Nothing has worked for me so far. I'm going to normal summon Goblin Attack Force. I'm going to set up aggro, and I'm going to pass the turn.
I mean, he's a good defender at the end of the day, right?
He is.
Main phase 1, I will set 1 and pass.
Okay, draw for turn. Normal summon a Paladin of Cursed Dragon.
Sounds good to me.
All right, go to battle, and I'll attack directly.
This is 19 and 23, so 39, 42, I think I'm taking in total. I'll take both, that's fine.
Put the guy sideways, and it is your go.
I'll draw. Let's go with a paladin of our own. Try to take out the goblins.
He's not bad. That is okay.
And I'll pass it back.
All right, draw for turn. That's a funny one. Normal summon Dark Geroid, and I'll donk your
Jesus
paladin
Christ.
for 800. Battle phase, I guess I try to get in with it's at 900 attack or 1100 attack points.
11.
I'll attack in with Geroid.
Yeah, I'll take, what, the 100 here? Sure.
Yeah. And then I will try for 19 direct.
I'm going to get a bit low here, but I don't mind playing a bit risky.
Your go.
We'll draw. Not bad. Wish it was a little bit better, but I think it's fine. Let's do a bit of cleanup duty.
That does clean up.
And let's go Sabersaurus for 19.
Let's go again.
You have not learned your lesson, have you?
No, I haven't.
I was right to also
Let's
write
go
Genki, too.
Tails.
I was afraid of Fairy Box.
That
You
was
have
a good
not
call.
learned your
Take
lesson,
the
clearly.
1900. I clearly have not.
I'll pass. Go ahead.
RN Jesus is not on my side. That's a really, really funny way to do this. So I think I am going to...
You're paying for Fairy Box, first and foremost.
I am paying for Fairy Box. Let's go again on the Dark Geroid.
Oh, my God. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm sunk down to 11.
That is correct. And yeah, let's try it again. I'll attack in with the Dark Geroid.
I'm going to book this. I'm just going to stop you.
Okay. Understandable. Main phase 2, I will tribute off Geroid for the skull.
The skull is back. Yep.
And I'll pass the turn.
The skull is scary, unfortunately. I'm going to turn Sabersaurus sideways, set 1, and pass.
Draw for turn. Show it to me. I'll pay my 5. Let's get in over the Sabersaurus.
Sure.
Main phase 2, I'll set a background pass.
Draw, standby main. I will continue setting and passing.
All right. Let's draw for turn. That's a funny one. It's not relevant right now, but it's a funny one. Let's normal summon our favorite guy, Braun, the Mad
Sure,
King of
he's
Dark
back.
World. Let's go battle phase. I'm going to start with Braun into your old face down.
Harpy Lady 1.
Okay, and then summon Skull into your new one.
Harpy Queen.
Excellent. Pass turn.
I've got cards that do it. That is unfortunately not one of them. I may not necessarily be dead, but unfortunately I think I have to start doing something here. Wool Heavy.
I think under these circumstances, I compulse my Braun again.
Okay. Not
Heavy
the
Storm,
worst.
always
Set you back
hitting.
on tempo a bit. I think I really only have like one way to do this, unfortunately. You might just have another extender anyway, and if you do, I'm dead, but that's just the way it goes. I'll bring out Goku in.
Okay.
I'm gonna Book of Life back Paladin. I'll banish fucking Geroid out of spite.
All right.
And I'll pass.
All right, draw for turn. Show it to me. Oh, hold up. That's very, very funny.
I guess I should put this in attack, because Braun can't clear it, actually.
That is true. This is a very strange situation, let me tell you.
I'm surprised this desperate plan of mine is working, I'll be honest with you.
It's working for probably the stupidest reason ever. Let's go battle phase.
Sure, who
I'll
are you hitting?
attack into Goku N.
Take 100.
Main 2, I am going to set a monster and pass the turn.
Okay. Oh, I just can't get there. It sucks. Well, I guess I'll show this off, because I'm probably not going to get another chance to... should I? Guess I can try to live. I'll try it. Let's hit.
Okay. It is Braun.
Oh, it is. Okay. I'm actually shocked that's what it was. All right. I guess I'm not completely dead then. Go ahead.
All right, draw for turn. I'm going to show you why I set Braun. Let's activate Gates of Dark World.
I see. Okay, now we're dead.
I am going to banish Braun, probably. That's the button we're hitting. We're going to banish Braun eventually. Sure, we will banish it
I'll help
from
you out,
the
buddy.
field.
Oh, okay, never mind. I can't even banish it for you. Now it's on your field. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Banish Braun. I will discard gold and draw for Gates.
Jesus. Okay.
Summon out the gold. Oh my goodness, now it banishes. We'll summon the gold. And then I am going to, just for flavor, I am going to tribute summon my second gold.
Excellent.
And Monster Reborn back the summon skull.
All right, I'm dead. I am so dead. Holy crap. All right. That's
finally the strategy showed up to the party.
This is cool, though. Like, I was mentioning this in the pack opening and the deck building, that we have, like, depending on your pulls, you might have multiple strategies, right? Like, there's the Dark World strategy, there's the Harpy strategy, there's the Zombie strategy, there's the Dino strategy. I don't know if the Dino strategy is really a strategy, but, I mean, there's, like, a Dino theme, if you will. But aside, the aforementioned 3 strategies all actually have payoffs for going into each one. Dark World has, like, the Silvas and the Golds. The Zombies have just, like, all the recursive tools. I pulled triple Book of Life, which is an ultra, by the way.
Jeez,
and then
that's pretty good.
The Harpies have Hysteric Party and all the spell and trap removal, right? So, I mean, there's like a lot of just different elements to each side that, depending on how your pulls go, you can actually do some neat stuff. And I'll mill out my deck while you talk.
For sure. So I got 3 copies of the Gates of Dark World, and wow. I got a pretty critical mass of Dark Worlds to work with. It just turns out that if you don't draw gates in your Dark World strategy, it does not do very much. Even Brawn was not terribly powerful because I didn't see my golds or my Silva in game 2 or game 1. And so it just ended up not accomplishing much into a Goku end that just could clear all of my dudes. I had nada for back row in terms of monster removal. I had pretty much Fairy Box, Compulse, and Prey.
It's also the Monarch problem, too, and this is why Dark World struggled when they first released an Elemental Energy, is that, like, Gold and Silva could not clear a Monarch, because Gates didn't even exist at the time, and Gokuen just has Monarch stats, so it's, like, it's funny how that's, like, still relevant, like, even now, but obviously, when you got Gates, then it's no longer an issue. Just still funny that it came up, though. But yeah, your Dark World pool is insane. Like, I'm looking at this.
Is that nuts. 3 Raigeki in your deck?
I was waiting for you to realize. I was trying to just not say anything for as long as possible. But yes, 3 Raigeki. I also had 3 Torrential
triple
Tribute, which is
Torrential. This was over from the start.
I had no issue with removal. That's why when I'm like, when you're just sitting there on Summon Skull, I'm like, okay, eventually I'll draw one of my 3 Raigekis or 3 Torrentials, and they just never came to me. So it just did not happen in that case.
Shit.
But, yeah,
wow.
My opening was wild. It was pretty crazy. So my Harpy pool is crazy. Harpy Queen. I was sandbagging with this. Harpy Queen is an ultra. So I pulled 3 Harpy Queens, 3 Book of Life. So in addition to that, I got 1 Dancer, and then I got the number 1s, which I think are super rares, as a matter of fact. Or rares, one or the other. So I had, like, the makings of a cool, like, just Harpy package, and then plus the 1 Hysteric Party. I wish I pulled more of this, but this is just Soul Charge and limited, which is nuts.
True.
And then I had the Zombie package, because I had a couple Pyramid Turtles. The Paladins were common. You had those as well. And then I had a Gokuen, and I even had Red Eye Zombie Dragon, which I bricked on in that 3rd game. And they were both summonable off of Pyramid Turtle. So, like, I kept drawing them, but thankfully Gokuen can just be normal summoned, and I'm okay with it, because I'm on triple Book of Life and double Call of the Haunted. So I felt like my deck was very strong going into this.
Yeah, your deck was sick. My deck was sick provided I got Gates and a big Dark World, and that just did not end up happening.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I feel like if you would have had Gates in either the first or second game, this would have been completely different, because now all of a sudden your guys can actually contest mine and hit over everything. And so if I'm not hitting my removal, my only, like, non-mass removal was New Doria. Or I guess Book of Moon's like pseudo removal, right? So if I don't hit like any of those, your big guys are just going to take over the game, because there's only so much removal we have access to. In your defense, you at least had generic resurrection stuff like Premat and Monster Reborn, which is also pretty good. I only had, I guess I'd Call the Haunted, but it wasn't like it wasn't a spell, I guess is my point. Yeah. So I had the triple Book of Life to lead into the zombie stuff. So I figure as long as I get one of the big guys into the graveyard, I can just keep Book of Lifing the same guy back over and over again.
Yeah, well, this set was super sick. Triple Raigeki, triple Torrential aside, this was a really cool set of sealed tools.
Yeah, I would definitely play this again. This was fun.
100%. Legendary collections keep on hitting.
So guys, that's gonna wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shout out to Shadow1317, Tim00x3, Moto, MBT Playing Dolce, Cameron Smith, Pony Stark, Part 2, The Synchro Guy, Dan Manhoben, Phoenix the Immortal, Dixon Yamada, Draconic Jordan Coons, Iron Bladesman, Jesse Wood, Chris Hood, Valen Jackson, Little Fadeleaf, Dylan Hunter, Cody Brett's Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Hornet, and Taisho. Thanks for the sleeves, Dad. Max, Matthew Brady, Twinkle Muncher, Dalton, Luabon, Yodabon. I've tried reading cards before, it was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to get me therapy. Helios515, Simo's Chaos Cooking Draft, Cheeks McLafferty, Stolpen Amethyst, Nim Noodle, Malabranch of the Burning Tunnels, Wonder Waffle, MBT Cancelled by all Community soon, Cancelled by all Committee soon, Cancelled by all Players soon, Sakura-san, Shrugzix, The Crystal Beast Enthusiast, ITF, Corvain, and True Dragon Gaming. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.